Welcome to the complete animation of Amunet from DuckTales, the 2017 reboot. So, this show is really good. Like, I don't think you need me to tell you that the show is basically the perfect way to do a reboot. It only lasted 3 seasons. It didn't overstay its welcome. It understood what tones the original was trying to go for and found a way to bring it back in a modern way that didn't feel like it was pandering to anybody really. And yeah, it's just a really good show. And this first season had a lot to prove. It had a lot to prove that it was able to establish a new world for the show to work with. It had to work with so many things. But it works, and the show was a success. But unfortunately, I feel like the ending of the third season didn't really satisfy. Yeah, it's difficult to end a series, but I'm glad that they tried. I feel like it got a little bloated at the end. Felt like the way that they defeated the villain wasn't super satisfying for me. But I think this episode, the lost mummies of the living mummies of Tothra, I think it's one of my favorite episodes of the first season. And this character, Amunet, she's pretty cool. Her voice actress is the same one who voiced Kida in Atlantis, The Lost Empire, so that's fun. She also voiced a character in Codename Kids Next Door. And I really like how they designed all these characters. They fit into the whole, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald sort of aesthetic. And I like how everywhere they go, the animals that are natives to that area are actually like natives there in real life. And so here, in this Egyptian setting, all the characters are like Amunet. She's a jackal from that area. And the other species that's there is like they're like falcons or hawks or something. And basically, if you know your Egyptian mythology, those are the animals that make up a bunch of the pantheon. So things like Anubis, he's a jackal, and what is it, Seth? Set? I don't even remember. Man, my Egyptian mythology is so rusty. But this show does a really good job of just taking the entire culture and topography of its areas and having fun with its characters. And I really like the whole thing that the one thing that made these people realize that their life wasn't all they thought it was eating food from the outside. And that food just happened to be burritos. And so they just love burritos. I think that was a really fun plot point. And speaking of Amunet, I really like a bunch of the design of her, proportions. Just such a long muzzle. And I like big ears. I don't know what it is, but I like it when characters have just these massive ears. Although, I wish that they had done more. Like right here, she finally puts her ears down when she's cringing against the sun. She should have had her ears down more often. Dynamic ears are one of my favorite things in animal characters. Because animals in real life, they use their ears. When their ears are stuck straight up, they're alert, they're attentive. When their ears go back behind their head, it's a sign of dejection or maybe timidity. yeah, there's just so much you can do with ears, and I think that's one of the biggest lost opportunities. And here is the other time when you get some of her animation in the Moonvasion. But yeah, so DuckTales is good. This is a fun character. Thanks for watching.